Hey, that flanger. We have two things open. Hey everybody, how you doing? It is officially One Hit Wonder Day. And I just want to say hello everybody. I'm an hour late, September 25, 2019. Your old pal Billy Tucci here. There seems to be something amiss going on outside. Listen. Oh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day we have here on Long Island, New York. I hope everyone is doing just fine today. I am having a blast as usual. And I want to see if I'm coming out there live to everyone, how the audio is. Can you guys hear me? I'm getting a hello, Nerd Wonder. What's up? Renee, good to see you, brother. Rock, my brother Rock. How are you? Tito's Brando. Howdy from Texas. Are we looking good? Are we sounding good, everybody? My voice is a little verklempt today. I'm a little bit out. My son and I, William, went to the, it was an impromptu thing, actually. Went to the Islander game Monday night against the Detroit Red Wings, and they won in overtime, 3-2. What a great game, but we were screaming and chanting, and it was a lot of fun. So forgive my scratchiness of my voice, but I am so delighted. My man, John, Locksmith. That's awesome. What's up? This is great. Wish I could break a window and get some fresh air. Oh, Tito's. Well, I apologize. I wish you could do that too, my friend. I'm taking in the fresh air. You know, matter of fact, I would have turned this gosh darn light off. I don't need no light. It's beautiful out. Unless I'm not coming in dark enough. There you go. I got my Blondie shirt on, though, though, of course, Debbie Harry is no one-hit wonder. But a couple updates. I'm going to be sending out updates to our Kickstarter and Indiegogo backers. Our hoodies are in, so that means that everything is in except for some things that I have to do. And so basically, I have to finish John Brolia, my partner on Zombie Sama. Zombie Sama update. Zombie Sama! Zombie Sama, Kickstarter and Indiegogo. John Broly has done everything he's got to do. He's got all the artwork. He's delivered me all the original artwork that is going out to our backers. He's delivered all of his sketch covers. He just had some interior covers to drop off with me. I'm hoping to get them on Monday from him. I have a few more of the sketch covers to finish and a few more of the inside covers of the hard covers that I'm drawing. So I'll be doing that next week as well, too. But we have the New York Comic Con. Wednesday we'll be setting up for the show. I'll be in Artist Alley at the New York Comic Con in booth L20, right against the wall, right against a beautiful corner position. You'll see my giant she. I'll be next to my bro, Brian Polito. So we're going to have a lot of fun for that at that show together, and we hope you guys stop by. Brian is got tons of great exclusives for the New York show. It's unbelievable, beautiful stuff. And so we hope to see you guys. It's next Thursday, so I guess it's the 3rd through the 6th of October 2017 at the Jacob Javits Center. I know tickets are hard to come by. If you guys had checked out Crowdfunding Comics, our show, Mike Nagan came on. It was our guest a few weeks ago. Mike Nagan runs Artist Alley, and Mike said they are sold out just about, except for some Sunday tickets for of over 250,000 people. So in my estimates, this is the largest comic book convention in the world. And that said, at that show, at our booth, we will have 45 of these books. That's all that's left. 45 of the 500 produced. Our pre-sale went crazy. And, of course, anybody who wanted it, you got it. So we're saving 50 for the New York Comic Con, but here it is. Our amazing Spidey-Shi 300 homage, Way of the Warrior #1. And this book, here's the back cover, which will be the original art to it. This book looks stunning. It just looks stunning. Thank you so much, Anthony Delaney of Artist Express Printing. I'm sorry, no, that's for the hardcover. Thank you so much to Peter Sumetti, who we partnered with from Alterna Press. And this book just looks beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. So thank you so much. The word balloons look great. You could read it. It just looks fantastic. So I'm really excited about it. And we'll have them. They're only $10 each. Each of them comes signed. They'll all be bagged and boarded. I have a few bagged and boarded versions here. And meanwhile, and we'll have those books for you guys. We'll be at my booth. There's only 45 of them because we're supposed to take 50, but I want 5 of them for myself. I got to keep some for my kids. So a Nerd Wonder dibs. So for those of you who did pre-order them, and I know some retailers got some, maybe 100 of them are for retailers. Those will all ship out because we're doing our scheduling, and those all will ship out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after New York Comic Con. There's just not enough time for us to order our bags and boards to pack them because it's just too much. I have a cover to do tomorrow. I have script to finish today for the Return of the Warrior. Big announcements with that. I'll save for that. But all I know is I have to write 5 pages tonight and tomorrow and get them out. And then I jump right onto a cover, a Dream Project cover for one of the major publishers. I'll be doing that on Thursday evening and Friday. And yeah, so that's it's gonna be a busy. Let me open a new window in Safari because I want to check something out here. I'm gonna try to grab a link for you guys. Here it is. There we go. All right. I'm gonna grab the link. Where is it? Hang on. Because I will be at... Let me see if I can grab this and actually load this image up. I will do that. That's not the full cover. Let's grab the full cover. I should have the full cover. Dang it. Let's see if it's here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this is it. I'm gonna cut and paste this in the Facebook people. I will be at my bro, Robert and Michelle Young's Borderlands comic shop. Borderlands Comics and Games, it's called. I'm trying to find the official name so I don't screw things up. It is in Greenville, South Carolina. And let me grab the link. I will be there this Saturday from 12 to whenever, hanging out. Here we go. I'm going to be talking about that anyway, more detail. But I did a really cool, my very first Bloodshot cover ever. And it's going to be a Bloodshot. It's their variant, exclusive to their store. I'll be signing them all. Having a good old time, hanging out with Robert and Michelle. Looking forward to that, but I'll post that tomorrow. I mean, yeah, tomorrow I am going to that. I'll post that. Let's see if there's got to be a link for those other people who are not on Facebook, say. Convention scene. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. So, in the meantime, after I load this up... Oh, that looks nice. Here we go. I'm posting a link, guys. So if you guys can join me at Borderlands... There it is. There's the link to it. Borderland... Yeah, pin. It's a pin interest. Borderland Comics and Games. I will be there with Rob and Michelle. I'll be signing for free. Try to raise some money for the American Legion. If you guys come, I'll be doing sketches. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do quick sketches for the American Legion or something. I think that'll be fun. But if you guys can make it, it's again the phone number. I'll throw this phone number here for Borderlands Comics and Games. So if anyone is down in that beautiful town of Greenville, South Carolina, I will be there. So in the meantime, what I also have to do is a tray of Vampirella cards. So I'm going to sign these because it's a couple hundred of them. So I have to sign these for Vampirella. So while I'll talk, I'll sign. Nelson Garcia, what's up, bro? How are you? Again, forgive my voice, guys. It was fun, crazy, fun hockey game. And it felt good to be there. So I'll be signing these. Again, guys, if you guys are coming to New York, give me a shout out. Let me know if you are. Sweet Bloodshot cover. It looks nice, right? See if I can grab it and load it up into my IO. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Colored by the immortal Wes Hartman. Beautiful job, Wes. You really did an amazing, amazing job. Let's do that Bloodshot. I wasn't going to talk about that. I was just going to talk about the new books and thank everybody. Bloodshot JPEG. Let's see. Color B. Where's the final? This might be the final. This might not be the final. But I'm going to load this up. So let me pop something in. Image. You guys are going to like this one. Image. Bloodshot. My first Bloodshot cover. Okay, let's grab it. Here we go. Browse. Desktop. There you go. This might be the final version. Let's see. It looks like it is. I'm not quite sure, but it's a delightful image. Here it is. Here is the cover. So let's zoom down on that. There it is. So this is a variant. It's limited edition. And tomorrow I'll hype this up and talk about it. But it was so much fun. I love this character. I'm actually getting a chance. I might be getting a chance to do another one. I can't be sure. So, but it was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody at Valiant Comics, Lisa Hawkins, my editor, and also, of course, Robert Young and Michelle from Borderlands. And thank you guys for having me. Thank you for the honor of doing this. Again, Wes did an amazing job. What a fun job! What a fun cover. You got to read the comic. Why he's on fire? It's pretty sick. The issue. So yeah. So there it is. Guns blazing and bloodshots a killing, and just a ton of fun. Ton of fun. So let's see if I can click that off. Hang on. Bloodshot. There you go. Okay, he's off. So anyway, again, let me sign these cards while I'm talking. If you guys have any questions to ask, let me go in there and see. Again, the books are in. Anthony Delaney of Artist Express has shipped out our metal editions. So for you guys who ordered one of the 30 metal editions, they are on their way to. They will be at New York Comic Con, and of course those who pre-ordered them from our website, we have a special sale going on right now. Your actual metal editions will be going out too. So this is called multitasking. Then I got to go get my hunting license. I've got a meeting with the town where I hunt because we're on a nuisance. We're on animal control. So we got to go through a bunch of semantics to hand my license in, get my permission slip taken care of, and all that jazz. TJ, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Mark, thank you very much. I'm gonna keep the cover up. I like that cover, and it's really all Wes. So there's the Bloodshot cover, my first ever Bloodshot cover, and I wanted to grab that real 90s feel to it, just because that's, when I was reading Valiant before I got into comics, and after, of course, but once you really get into comics, and a lot of pros will tell you this, you don't have as much time to read them, to grab that new book and stuff. You can always marvel at the art and push one another, but aside from that, it's tough to read, to go, and buy all these, go buy your weekly stash of books. And before you do, when you're trying to get in, you really, you're at the shop all the time, you're talking, and then work takes over. And just like this, it's pretty, maybe I should move it over because let's see, if I lean this way, yeah, I'm going to move this bad boy over. Let's move this over here. And then we'll move my name over here. Look at that. Will you look at that? Comics off. My store. If anybody wants a metal edition, there's my store. There's my Twitter. And there's me. Okay. So, actually I should have stayed on that side. The closer I get, the more frightening I get, isn't it? Let's move Bloodshot over here up in the corner. So, very nice cover. Thank you very much for the very nice cover. Chauncey, good to see you. Space Trucker from Mars. What's up? That's good. That's cool. I'm just signing a whole bunch of Vampirella cards. Let's show you. They're really nice. They came out really, really nice. Just gotta give it a second to focus. No, you get the idea. There's a couple hundred of them, so I've got to sign them. In regards to, so basically the only thing we're waiting on for the Zombie Sama book is my the Ashcan, which I'm working on now. But I had a meeting with someone who will be co-writing this with me, and he just blew it up out of the water and just brought the story to a whole new level. Because again, I I am nervous, and I do want the book to make a bang, but also for it to be not so much of a departure from the original Way of the Warrior story. I'm sorry, Way of the Warrior. The original She, first 60 issues of She or so. We've got to pay the fans, give them a nod, and show our sense of gratitude towards them, because of, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And it made us more than just a one-hit wonder, and allowed me to lose 4 Eisner Awards. Thank you very much. We have to have a nice nod, and this issue serves as a bridge to the past and to the future, or to the present, and then actually the end of that book is a bridge to the future, because the first issue is She, Return of the Warrior. 40 pages, story and art. I believe it's going to be a 40-page comic book, 48-page total, and we will, it ends, it's going to be a complete story, complete issue, but it ends with a really cool cliffhanger, and then that cliffhanger is then passed over to Hotaru, which will launch via Indiegogo and Kickstarter in early March or late February of next year. We just want to get that book done, get them out, and so this book has to be a bridge. It's got to be a beautiful bridge, and I think I'm going to throw in a bridge, actually. We have a scene that should take place on a bridge, and I think I just came up with a cool thing. Anyway, so my buddy who came in, this artist, this writer whom I really respect, we just had a brain. We had a big powwow, talking about story beats and all this. I was giving him what I wanted to do with the She story, and he's just started coming up with all these things. He's a comics fan as well, She fan, coming up with all these things that I had completely forgot about, but also how to make every image, every panel, every page, every scene, every scenario propel the story to the next, to propel the story instead of it just being, oh, Jiminy Crickets. Salute. So, well, it's not really, it is a cliffhanger, but you'll be satisfied, Victoria, I promise. And you're not going to have to wait 6 months for the cliffhanger, to read the second part. It needs a cliffhanger for the way this comic is, for the way this story is, because it's a big story. It was originally going to be a 48-page self-contained story, but it's just too big of a story, and there's just too much to get caught up on, to really start propelling the comic into the future. So it's going to be at least 72 pages, the comic. It might even be more than that. It might be 80 pages, the story. But, you guys have waited long enough, since 2005, for a new She story, so you might as well get the, again, I'm signing cards. That's why I'm looking down, signing all these Vampirella cards. And you guys deserve more than just, a 48-page complete story, standalone story. And I wanna this comic to act as a bridge between Anna and her daughter Hotaru. But we're bringing back a lot of the original characters. All the old original characters will come back, but the main ones will be in this story. So each of those characters has to have their due too. We have to explore their past. We've got to let people know who they are. We have to flesh these characters out. And there's just not enough room in 48 pages. Wes, what's up? Wes Hartman, who colored this. Thank you, Wes. Look at that beautiful color. Our She Omnibus. Okay, so here's the plan. We will be doing 4 crowdfunding campaigns within the next year. Our last one we'll be gearing up for. So 2019, we will finish with She, the Return of the Warrior. 2020, we will launch with She, Hotaru. That's going to be in March. In June, we have another She comic, which, if you guys have heard, I've been talking about it, but I can't confirm it just yet. But that's going to be a huge Destroy All Monsters of Independent Comic Book crossovers. And it's based on an old crossover. I'm going to bring back some old friends. And I'm going to call in favors to all of my old friends and new friends, because I just want this to be a real 90s homage book. Slam, bam, wham, bam, thank you, Sam, kick ass, adventure, psychotic fun adventure, and that all will be for our that book will be for a June release. Let's see, March, April, May, June. Yeah, July. That'll be July book. Then we're gonna come back again with July, August. We're gonna come back in October, and October will be the 25th anniversary. And that our July book will also be a 25th anniversary. It'll be the 25th anniversary of Shi Senryaku. And what we'll be doing with that is that Gary Cohn has rewritten his original script of the 36 Stratagems of the Chinese Art of War, and we will be bringing in all the original artwork and showcasing it in its original form. So if there are black and white pages, they will they will be color scans of the original black and white art, of which most of it I own, and that will be double page spreads of this art. The Gary's 36 Stratagems and his script will be on separate pages. It'll be a big 200 plus page, I guess 25th anniversary, premiere formatted book. That'll be for October. What I'd love to do with that October campaign is also to add the Shi Omnibus level. So the Shi Omnibus will cover the original Way of the Warrior, the original Tomo Way story, and we'll throw in Shi Rikishi. And that book with covers will probably come in around 400 pages or so. So that is our plan for 2020. And then 2021, we pick up, again, with some more Shi. We're hoping for 2021 to do 4 crowdfunding campaigns. But here's also something else that I'd like to do. How would one get one of the Vampirella cards? I don't know. If you contact Dynamite, it's all through Dynamite. I'm just signing them. So here's the card. It's got my name on the back. Okay. So, Justin, I don't know. I think if you contact Dynamite, I know they got great customer service. They'll take care of it for you. I don't know if there's a way to order it or if it was ordered through sets. I'm not really sure. Debbie takes care of that. She just brings me a box and says, here, you get to keep 100. Oh, I get 100 of them. So if you want to email, that's it, Justin. If these are sold out, Justin McCracken, you can email Deb at, I'll put the email in. Hang on. Yeah, I'll have him in New York Comic Con. So you can get him you can email Debbie at tuccitroopers@optonline.net. In a few months, we'll have everything will be at BillyTucci.com. So it'll be Debbie at BillyTucci.com, I think. Billy at BillyTucci.com. Store questions, info, all that stuff. I just want to get one, even if I get info, that would be perfect for our website. So, but we have them. I don't know how much they're selling them for, but they're really nice. They're beautiful cards. Nice, thick cards. But we have them. I'll have them at my booth at New York Comic Con. I don't know. What do they usually sell these cards for, like $10 or something? Is that how they do? But they're all signed. I got 100 of them, so if you want to get them from me, email Deb, and she'll take care of you for sure. That said, again, for those of you who are waiting for... I love doing this. Zombie Summer! Alright, let me take the Bloodshot down real quick. Bloodshot, because he's not on my stream deck. Bloodshot. Okay, there you go. For those of you waiting for Zombie Summer, please note, it's all my fault. Everything is in. The hoodies are in. They just came in. They look beautiful. We're just waiting on a few more of my sketchbooks, my sketch covers, and we're finishing up the Ash Can 2. All that will be out in October. You guys will have all that stuff shipped to you within the next 2 or 3 weeks. And as we said, Debbie is going through all the is shipping out 25 packages a day. The rewards are all going out. We just got a little blindsided by 1,300 backers, and thank you all very much. Thank you, John Broly, and I appreciate each and every one of you for that. So that was pretty wonderful. We just really weren't prepared for it. So we have my studio over here, which was the kids' playroom. We're going to turn into a fulfillment center. It's a huge room that's just sitting there now with old Legos and trains and things like that. So we're going to clean that bad boy out, put shelving in there, and tables, and that'll be our little fulfillment center. So we can start acting like an assembly line. Because, we are quick studies, and we did learn a lot. And so thank you guys for being patient. Do you have any apps for sale? APs? Justin, APs, we have APs of the cards. I don't think this says signed 9 of 12 set. So this belongs to a set, I believe, with other comic creators. I don't see any artist proofs of the cards. I've not seen any. I don't know if they have any. All the ones I'm signing all look the same. But we do have artist proofs left of the metal editions, though, I think. I think there's an artist proof of the metal edition. You know, I got to shut up because I don't know. I got to be perfectly honest with you. Any questions, Justin? Ask Deb. I get in trouble all the time because I'm like, well, we got to, because I know I have one artist proof for me of the metal edition. So let me finish signing these. I also want to know, because I'm writing today, and I want you guys to post some of your favorite one-hit wonders, okay? Give me your one-hit wonder so I can listen to them while I'm working. Let me sign this. Woo! Oh, so nice. You got a terrible signature, I know. I wonder who's got a good signature. I know Mark Sparacio's got a great signature. It's very legible and good penmanship, if you will. My autograph is terrible. You know, I got to tell you something. Here's a little. And let me know if you guys did this too out there. Thank you, T. Is it T or Tai Chung? Thank you. No, thank you for Zombie Sama. I'm making Zombie Sama comic. It's Dancing with Stars meets The Night of the Living Dead. I'd buy that for $1. That's funny. I used to practice signing my autograph when I was in like junior high school or something like that, because, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in the NHL. I'm going to be a professional hockey player. No. But we used to practice our signature, and then in high school, you know, you go up to the girls and stuff, say, oh, and bump into them like, okay, fine, and then sign their book like they're bothering you. It's a funny story. I did that to Maggie Thompson at the San Diego Comic-Con years ago. It might have been 20 years ago, and I saw her working. If anyone knows Maggie Thompson, the Comic Buyer's Guide, she's a real comics historian, one of the most wonderful people you'll ever meet in your life. And she she was just walking, and San Diego's crazy and busy. Even back then, 20 years ago, it was crazy and big. It's just not crazy and big like it is now. And I inadvertently bumped into her. You know, and I had a Sharpie with me, and it was almost like in Indiana Jones when he bumped into Hitler and Hitler signs the Bible, you know, his father's, his father's notes and all. And so I was walking, not saying I'm like Hitler, and she's like Indiana, though she could be Indiana Jones. Hitler was an asshole, but so I bumped into her, and I'm like, oh, and she goes, oh, and I'm like, oh, and I sighed, I'm like, fine, and I took out the pen, and I just signed her badge, and I said, you're welcome, and I walked away. And she was like, what? Like she was bothering me. Oh, the fun you have. Kung Fu Fighting, yes, is a great one. Whip It. Is Devo, Justin, a one-hit wonder? I don't know. I mean, I know they had such great alternative songs, but maybe on the pop chart, maybe they would be considered a one-hit wonder. I don't know. I like a little, what's his name? Nick Kershaw. But I don't know if the Don Quixote song he did. Oh, these are signed. There you go, Mariano from Dynamite. They're going out. All right, everyone coming to the New York Comic Con. For those of you just joining us, hello. Our New York Comic Con exclusives are in. We just opened them up this morning. And they look gorgeous. Here's the back cover, which is basically just the original art, scan of the original art. I used the original She, the Way of the Warrior inside front cover. Of course, the indicia is different, but the book looks just gorgeous. It looks beautiful. So we wanted to capture, we wanted this to be, and Barry Orkin's colors and all, we wanted this book to be printed on the as close as possible same stock that the original Amazing Spider-Man number 300 was signed, was printed on, and we found it. Peter found it, and it's gorgeous, but it's thick, and you know it's a newsprint, but it's far superior to the olden books. But I mean, but if you look at it, this does not, you know, we're talking about gloss, but this does not look like, you know, a newsprint. Beautiful, Peter. Thank you so much. Looking forward to do more books with you in the future. We will be planning on some stretch goals for the Shi Return of the Warrior, of which some will be some comics. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. So I'll sign each and every one of these for you guys. We will have 45 of them with us at the New York Comic Con for sale. We got bombarded with our pre-sale. We did not realize it was going to be like that. You guys are nuts. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. So it's because it's less for me to take to New York. But we'll bag these, board these. We've got to buy bags and boards because Debbie's fulfilling Zombie Sama now as well. And get these out. We're not going to be able to get them out by New York Comic Con for the pre-sale, guys. I'm sorry. If anyone's going to New York and did buy it at pre-sale, let us know and just come and pick them up. We'll have your books for you. But these books will ship the week after New York Comic Con to all our pre-sale people, all our pre-sale friends out there. And just thank you. What a fun book it was. What a fun project. You guys helped me realize a dream come true. Because I remember, looking at that comic that a buddy of mine bought in college and showing it to me. And then I remember thinking, when she took off, that, wow, if I'm still here on this earth, on God's green earth, in 25 years from now, please could I do a 25th anniversary of She and let me make an homage of that cover. That's what I wanted to do before it was cool. I didn't know anybody else wanted to do it. Recently, it's been happening. A lot of people have been doing these great covers. With that homage to Todd's, amazingly fun and dynamic, Amazing Spider-Man number 300, 25th anniversary special book, and just written by David McLeany, illustrated by Todd McFarlane. Just first appearance of Venom, and groundbreaking book, and that book really inspired me to get into comics. I gotta tell you, because I remember looking at John Buscema and John Romita and George Perez, Frank Miller, Joe Kubert. These guys were my heroes, and thinking man, I can't draw like this. There's no way I could ever draw like this. And then I saw Todd's work, and I saw Rob Liefeld's work, and I'm like, these guys are different. This is different. You don't have to. You can draw in your own style and have your own individualism, and I hadn't quite grasped independent comics, except for the Rocketeer stuff and Mark Schultz's Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and those guys were just way beyond. So there was no way of ever getting to their level, but and Mike Allred's Madman as well, but those guys, man. When they did it, I'm like, wow, this is mainstream comics. They're doing this. I can make a comic. And that's when I try to get work for the other publishers. And then, of course, it was 26 years ago, San Diego, that I pretty much got turned down by everyone except for Brian Pulido, because my style did not fit their styles. Or they wanted me to draw like Jim Lee. And I couldn't draw like Jim Lee. And even if I could, I wouldn't want to. Why would I want to draw like someone else? So... Brian really inspired me, and I write about Brian in the back of the book too. And Brian inspired me that he was doing it, and why can't I do it? And now my bro Brian and I will be side by side at New York Comic Con, celebrating the 25 years of She and the 25 years of Lady Death, side by side. Sworn. So I'm real excited at that. Okay. All right. What does the crowdfunding schedule look like this week? Okay. Crowdfunding comic schedule. Crowdfunding comics. We're not doing our shows this week. Niall Scala, who runs everything, who does all the OBS, who does the Skype, who does all the streaming stuff, he is swamped with some major deadlines at work. He's working on a huge project, and he's probably working, I'd say, 19 hours a day, if not more. So, but we will return next week at the New York Comic Con with some live broadcasts, and we'll be going on before New York Comic Con to let everyone know about, our plans and setup. And then the following week, we will be bringing back, let's see what we have. We have Dan Mendoza on Tuesday, hopefully. This is our goal. Jennifer Van Damsel will be returning, who's for our very first crowdfunding cosplay. She will be Wednesday. And then Bo Smith of Winona Earp will be coming in on Thursday of that week. So that's our schedule. It's just, we both do this in our spare time, TJ and everybody like that. But if you guys wouldn't mind going to Crowdfunding Comics, I'm going to post a little link right here. Let's close Billy Tucci out. Let's see if I can do it on the right way. Yep. Boom. So our Crowdfunding Comics YouTube page right there, if you guys wouldn't mind going on and subscribing. We have lots of different creators, all types of creators. We're expanding now. We'll even be interviewing huge names in comics that maybe never done a crowdfunding campaign, because we want to. I mean, if you think of crowdfunding, right? I mean, it's crowdfunding. Comics are completely crowdfunded, because if it wasn't for the audience, there would be no comics. So we're going to start interviewing some giants. I'd love to get Jim Steranko on. Don McGregor agreed to come on with us. Alan Bellman agreed to come on with us. So we just have to schedule Joe Sinnott. So we want these, comic book gods to come onto our show. We have a bunch of other people. I'm trying to think of who else we have lined up. Chuck Dixon will be coming back on. Who else? Man. And Niall does all the schedules. See, Niall does everything. And then when he's slammed and busy, I kind of forget. The show kind of slows down, because it really is. It's our show, but it's really his show. I mean, he is the brains behind everything. So, all right. So this is how I sign a whole bunch of cards and talk to my friends. Hey, Damo, how you doing, buddy? Looks amazing. Thank you. Bought the Shi from your shop. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Saint. Appreciate that. Our store is getting bigger. My sister-in-law is building our website now. We have the store open. A few things with some notes and news and all, but again, by the end of the year, all of that will be, come January 2020, everything will be, we'll be like a well-oiled machine, getting ready, and we will ship Shi, Return of the Warrior in February, and then we will launch in March, Shi Hotaru. That'll be our next crowdfunded campaign, which follows that. Shi Hotaru will be our 25th anniversary secret super project, super crossover, which will be in July. And then come October is when we launch the 25th anniversary of the Shi Senryaku book. I might do the Senryaku first. I don't know. One or the other. But I think I'd like to do with the Senryaku book. We can do the omnibus as well, because we could probably package those two books together. So, Brett, what's up, brother? Brett, are you going to the New York Comic Con? I'll bring your art if you are. Hi, Pookie, how are you? All right, signing these cards. Watching some really great specials on PBS. It's about country music. I don't know if you guys have watched that. It's on Sunday nights, I think, and then they repeat it on Monday night, but I think I was watching last night, too. I guess they run it at night, that episode, the week's episode that night, and it's amazing. Well, machines are good, yes. It's an amazing history lesson, and just what music from the Carter family all the way to the present, which they haven't gotten to the present yet, but I really can't stand today's country music. I think it's overproduced. I think it's placating and pandering. I think it's pandering. That's what it is. It's pandering. It's pedantic. I don't think there's, I'm sure there's some guys, some people that have, that are true country, but for the most part, I don't know. Songs seem very cliched. Again, they're pandering. I think they're pandering. And, all right. I have signed all these cards, so I'm going to show you a tray of trading cards. A tray of trading cards. All right. So, there you go. Anyone out there, if you guys want any of these cards, I have 100 of them myself, because I think these are all spoken for and sold. I do have 100 of these myself. I will sign them. Let's see if I can. There you go. Go, camera, go. Okay. It's a beautiful card. It really is. Trust me, it's a beautiful card. So I have 100 of them myself. If you guys want them, contact Deb at Tucci Troopers at optonline.net. Or you go to our website and it says there's a link to, I think it's probably the Crusade Comics at optonline.net. And we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you for that. Again, I don't know if these can go out before New York, because New York next I am traveling. I will be. See if I can find that. Let me post that link there again. I'll be at Borderlands Comics and Games this weekend in Greenville, South Carolina, signing what? By George, I'll be signing that Bloodshot. My Bloodshot #1 cover. It's going to be an exclusive for the convention. It's colored by Wes Hartman. What a beautiful job you did, Wes. Fun 90s. I wanted to really grasp that. And I'll be there from, I guess, 12 o'clock to 4, 12, 3, 4 o'clock, whatever. Signing books. So if you guys, are down there in the Carolinas or Alabama or, Georgia area, if it's not too far for you, please come up and show up. We're going to have a good time hanging out with Robert and Michelle. And great store, great group of people, great comics family. And, it'll be fun. So I also want to post something else that I did. Let's post this too. I did a cool image with Paul Mounts Batman. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do Batman tomorrow. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you. What is the most items you have signed in one sitting? Pookie Gale. Okay. I will tell you, Pookie. 1996, Mark Silvestri packaged the She Cyblade and the Cyblade She books into a collector's set. And there was another variant cover added to it. But we had to sign 4,000 books. And, 4,000 comics or 4,000 boxes. I think the boxes, I'm not sure if I signed 4,000 boxes or 4,000 books. I don't remember. But I think we had 4,000 orders for it. And I think I signed it, and I signed 4,000 of them in less than 2 hours. And they had these giant tables, and I had to go through and sign them all. And up at Quebecor, up at the printer. And that was the most. That was the most I signed. Got my one on Earthquake Kickstarter stuff. Came out awesome, right? The book came damaged, but IDW support was awesome and took care of me. Of course, TJ, that's what IDW does. So, all right, guys. I am going to get going. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow. Again, no crowdfunding comics this week due to Niall's workload. But we might pop on tonight, just to pop on and talk. He and I, no announcement. And fill you guys in on what's going on in his week and also what's going on mine. So everybody have a great day. Have a great hump day. And let's take you out with another one-hit wonder. Let's do that. Let's think of a good song. Well, I posted before, so... It's the Monroes. What do all the people know? Great song. One of my favorites. Always one of my favorites. And, all right. I'm going to play a little bit of it so I don't get in trouble with YouTube like I did with the alarm and AHA. So, guys, thanks a lot. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye. Let me sign off. Oh, it's an ad. For goodness sakes. Oh, I like that, but that's not a... There we go.
You do it all the time. And when I called you on the phone, you said that I could be the one. But here I'm standing all alone, and you're out lying in the sun.
Bye-bye.